Welcome back, it's DestinysJesus here. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing you guys the best tips and tricks if you guys want to have success in this upcoming season. I'm going to be showing you a whole lot of things with the Katana, the kinetic blade that you can do, a bunch of exploits, and really useful strats. Then I'm going to be talking about a lot of really useful, just small tips and tricks that you can implement into your game through the season, as well as a whole load of the new things that have been added, like the new vault, how to get 3 of those mythic shotguns all around the map, and then also how to use the mythic islands properly, and then some broken perks, which I know a few of you are after. Alright, let's get straight into this. Alright, this is a really good strat I saw from the Asia FNCS winner Zangu on Twitter. Let's say there's somebody boxed above you for whatever reason, maybe during a mid-game fight, or let's say in duels, the team that's boxed above you, and you want to make a play happen on them. What you do is edit out like this, look straight up with your katana like this, and then you can right click, and as you can see, you end up breaking their floor out. If they are actually fully boxed up in their teammate's box, there's a nice thing you can do here. So let's say they're boxed up right here. You do the same strat from down below, just like this. So you edit out like this. They can't see what you're doing, so directly below them. You go straight up like that, and you can see you break all of their builds. And now if your teammate wants to get the refresh, you can sit in this cone right here. You can do the strat straight up, and the other guy will fall into your teammate's box, and you can one-pump them. You can also do it where you do this twice, where you go ahead and right-click up to break their builds, just like this, and then you right-click back down through their builds, and it breaks out. You've got to keep this in mind that the kinetic right-click only does 300 damage. This only works on brick or metal that's freshly built, but it is a really good way where you can go ahead and do this, and then your teammate can be sitting in their cone just like this, and you can go ahead and get an easy refresh on a team above you, or just get them focused. Another really good strat you can do with the katana is to go ahead and just right click somebody's wall while your teammate holds the wall, either from above or from a side angle. That means that the guy is not going to be expecting the wall to break, because of course it can be up to 300 HP, it can be a full built brick wall, or even a half built metal wall. You can just right click it from 25 meters away, fly into the wall, break it, and then you're going to be able to instantly edit with both of you and your teammates standing there ready to kill the guy. Alright, so the best way to do this strat is doing it from below. So as you can see, you want to aim at the top half of the wall, not in the middle. Aim like this and move forward as you go in, and then that means that you end up behind them in their box, just like that. You can also do it where you sort of just break the front wall. So let's say here, we'll go 22 meters away again, 22 meters sweet spot, and then don't move, and you end up in the front of their box like this, which I recommend avoiding. You probably want to actually, most of the time, go ahead and get in from a side angle. So let's say right here, and then move into their box, and you end up sort of behind them at a weird angle where you can get a free shot. So when it comes to rotating the katana, there's a couple of key things you need to know. The left click doesn't take you that far, and I probably recommend avoiding that at all costs most of the time. However, you can combine it with doing a right click up in the air like this, and then left clicking forward to get a little bit of extra distance. However, you do end up doing this animation on the floor. But if you want to travel a lot of distance, let's say get around pretty fast early game, or try to find people during mid game, this is pretty much the best thing you can do, is that, and then you get the extra swing, and you keep combining that. Alternatively, you can choose the aerialist augment, so you can redeploy, and basically all you do is this, and then you can redeploy and go as far as you want. You can also, which I think is slightly better, is do 3 katanas straight up in the air, and then you're going to be really high up, and you can basically just glide to wherever you want. I'm fairly certain this isn't as fast as just going around on a katana and sprinting as normal. If you guys want to scout out and get a lot of info and find people, this is probably the best thing to do. Just go up 3 times, you can chain it, and then you go ahead and redeploy and go as far as you want. A really useful strat that you can use is basically sliding with the Havoc. It gives you 0 bloom for the entirety time where you're sliding. So if I go ahead and mark that wall over there, and then I go ahead and slide down a hill, as you can see, I get 0 bloom, basically first actually the entire time I'm spraying. This is really useful if somebody's holding you on a rotate. Let's say there's a guy boxed up by those trees, and you want to counter spray him as you rotate. You can simply sprint along like this, and then spray with perfect accuracy against him. Alright, my next tip is to make sure that you guys are incorporating these hollow boxes somewhere on your route. They are by far the most broken thing for getting good loot. However, make sure at the current time you don't actually do the mystery box, which, as you can see, gives you nothing. Just try to go ahead and use everything else, and you get really good guns, and it is basically the best strat to have good guns, apart from landing on one of the 3 mythic PIs, which are Slide, Mega, and Brutal. This is going to give you the best quality guns, guaranteed. You guys probably know that there's actually a vault inside Mega City where you can get the mythic shotgun and the mythic AR, but you can also get these over at Brutal Bastion and at Shattered Slams as well. All you need to do to get this is wait for Second Zone to show up, the bot's going to spawn in, kill the bot, and then go open the vault. What you can do is land outside these POIs and then rotate in at the correct time, and then that means you're going to be able to third party somebody getting the bot, and if you don't shoot the bots, they're going to help you kill the other player. One of the biggest changes this season is the fact that a mythic island actually spawns in between edge of third and edge of fourth zone. What I'd recommend doing is either trying to be the first or second team up to this vault. The first team normally is going to go for the mythic pulse rifle and obviously control the whole area around them. And the second team, if you're the second up there and you can sneak up, you can actually just run in straight to the vault, and you only need 2 regular keys to open it. So if you get Keymaster, you can go up here and get a regular vault, get really stacked from it. There's a couple god chests that spawn in there. There's a whole lot of barrels. So if you're fairly shambles, this is a very good play to do. Definitely worth the risk. What I'd recommend doing if you see this spawning in around you and you're not able to be the first or second team up there is just avoid it at all costs. Go towards center or third zone and basically avoid running into the people with those mythic pulse rifles who are going to be holding you. Keep in mind as well that you can actually storm tank to get away from this mythic island if you need to in a finals type lobby, because of the fact that storm at this point only does 1 damage a second. If you guys are landing at a fairly shambles spot this season where you don't have enough ammo, what I'd recommend doing is taking the Munitions Slide augment like this, and then quite simply, every single time you slide, you get 8 whole ammo. So you can sprint like this and slide as you go along, and you get 8 ammo per turn, which might not sound like a lot, but in the stacked Storm Surge game, it's going to be really important. You can also go ahead and do this roll slide like this, which is going to give you an insane amount of ammo. So you can see I've already built up 44 extra ammo. It's ridiculous how much ammo you can get by doing that.